John Licata with Licata Group, and today I'm interviewing Marriah Unruh. She is a team leader with Keller Williams Capital Properties. Marriah, thanks for joining us today.
Why, thanks for having me.
So tell me, if I am a buyer, a seller, or an investor, what qualities should I look in hiring a real estate professional?
Well, I would say one that's knowledgeable about the market that you're looking in, one that is experienced and does the extra mile, does research on your behalf. So they specialize in sellers or investors or buyers. That's probably someone that you'd like to run with.
Does it make a difference in having a person, having a real estate advisor that has experience?
It definitely does. Or an agent that has a great support system and has a network of people to go to in case they have questions. Experience is always key. When you're dealing with issues like well and septic, someone that is knowledgeable about those things is completely helpful, because we've seen big nightmares happen, and it can be very costly to the person that purchases a home if you don't have someone acting on your behalf.
Are there agents that specialize in buying as opposed to selling?
Absolutely. There are teams that cover all the bases who have specialists in buying, selling, and investing. There are agents that have been in the business that can handle buyers, sellers, and investors. And then there are agents that just specialize in one of those buyers, investors, or seller fields. So you just want someone that's experienced, and as long as that they can provide value, knowing, to research with the county, knowing what's available, having a great network, and just being able to have resources that benefit their client. Absolutely. Experience and specialty matters.
So how long have you been in the real estate business? How long have you been a real estate professional?
I have been in the business for 20 years.
20 years. And have things changed in those 20 years?
Ooh, golly. Yes, they have. Big time, I would say, in the method of communication. The hours have been extended. Technology has been increased. DocuSign is, the way to go.
The electronic signatures?
Absolutely, electronic signatures. So yes, there's been great changes.
So I understand as a team leader that you're responsible in recruiting agents to Keller Williams Capital Properties. So what are some of the qualities that you look for in an agent that you're recruiting?
Oh, great question. Real estate is a field for independent contractors. It is one that you get to set your hours, and you are your own boss. We just give you the tools to be an entrepreneur and a business owner. So with that being said, I look for quality people that have been successful in what they've done in previous life. And as long as there isn't an integrity issue, it's probably someone that we could teach or mold or help with, giving them the resources to be a great agent. We have different levels of brokers, so we have just a lot of support. So I look for someone that's hungry and self-motivated, smart, because you have to be good at a lot of things, able to take pressure. It's one of the most rewarding fields, and it's simple, but it's not easy.
What would you suggest to the people watching this show today, some of the things that they should be asking of their realtor when they're interviewing a realtor?
That is a great question. I love that one. I would say this is the most important part. You definitely want to look for someone who's with a reputable company in case there is something huge or hot water-ish that has resources to be able to, protect your interest really well. And then you want to look for experience. And if you're working with an agent that's fairly new to the market, what is their support system like? If you are looking for someone to list your home, what is their success rates? What are their conversion numbers? What are the things that work, and can they get you more money? If you're working with a buyer, how will you best represent a consumer's needs? How will they represent you best? How can they present you properties that you might not know about on your own? How will they help you be connected with the resources that you need? Home inspectors, termite inspections, well inspections, getting you through financing contingency. There are huge contract changes coming. So, I mean, now more than ever, it's not really a real estate agent's primary concern to locate the property that you're going to fall in love with, but more of a counselor to be able to give you sound advice so that you can make the best decision.
Well, that sounds again pretty complex. So if I want to be a realtor, what do I have to do? Like, what does it take to become a realtor? To get a license?
Well, if you're passionate about setting your own hours and being your own boss and, entrepreneur and being a jack of all trades and really good at a lot of things and love people, that's the key word, loving people and conversations and relationships, because honestly, that's what a good agent is this day. They're armed with technology, but really in it for the relationships of people. So the first thing would be to get your pre-licensing course under your belt, pass those tests, and then go to PSI, which is licensing with Virginia, if Virginia is the state you want to work in. And you would take those exams, and after you pass, after extensive studying, you will then get your fingerprints and figure out where you want to hang your license.
So how many hours of study do I need to become a realtor?
Ooh, isn't it 60 hours?
60 hours to become a realtor?
Yes.
And then if I get my 60 hours, then I could help people make what's probably the biggest investment in their life?
I'm going to say yes and no. It'll get you your license to be able to go out there and sell. However, you are not going to be experienced. You're not going to know how to write a contract. Honestly, what you do in pre-licensing course is the foundation of law. And after that, you need a brokerage that will help you navigate through the complex 40-page contract and addenda.
Well, that's where I was going next. What kind of training and support can I expect, or should I be looking for as an agent? And what type of questions should I be asking that agent so I make sure as a consumer I'm making the right decision and getting the right person representing me?
Oh, good question. Again, I believe, I've been in this 20 years, so I believe even after 20 years, I don't know everything. Every day I'm learning something new from our agents by teaching, by going to classes. So I would say training is one of the most important things. So how much training, how much time is that agent investing in themselves and their business to make sure that they're on top of their game and offering the consumer the best resources?
So it sounds like a lot of that is up to the agent.
Absolutely.
Do different brokerages have different support mechanisms to enable their agents to be successful and provide better service to their clients?
Absolutely. There are different models. There are dependent models where there are leads fed to the agents. There are independent models where you kind of fly solo on your own. You might get more, the agent might see more money. I don't know if that would be savings to the consumer or not. And then there's the interdependent model where if the agent is successful and the brokerage is successful and the consumer is successful, then it's a win-win. And that's kind of where we are.
So how is the real estate market here in Central Virginia?
Oh, it is definitely one that is in need of a professional. It is so hot. We've got a lot of different factors that make our market great a lot. As a seller, at certain price points, your home is just invaluable. And as a buyer, you need help navigating those offers. It's, kind of tough for some buyers right now to get in the properties they want at certain price points. And investors, it's, again, I would say rely heavily on the professionals to get you in.
So is it a buyer's market or is it a seller's market?
It's definitely a seller's market.
It's a seller's market. Well, Marriah, thank you so much for joining us on the Licata Group Real Estate Showcase.
Well, thank you for having
We
me.
appreciate having you today.